It is some form of disenfranchisement, okay? You know, to transform from a presidential to a parliamentary system. In one way or the other, you deny the Ugandans an opportunity to directly elect a president.
Can you imagine a headline like that? That Kiprotich is going again to compete in a marathon. The man is a marathon runner. That's his business. Right thing for all our people is to put pressure on those of us who have the ambition to come to a consensus. I think that. So I am extremely worried that once again, Ugandans may be disappointed because the opposition are busy fighting each other. Each party needs to make an ethical decision.
Who wants to believe that this is a shocker certainly does not follow the politics of the day. So he always said, you know, he's going nowhere. The population underrated those statements. The point of life presidency. This, to me, is an indictment to my friends in the NRM, and it tells a lot about the strength of the NRM that is hinged on a single individual. We, together with the People's Government, declared this year, 2019, a year of action. If in the 3 elections that the FDC has fielded presidential candidates, we have won.
From the look of things, the opposition expected the president to marshal his troops early ahead of the 2021 general election. Jema President Asuman Basalirwa says they were not surprised by the decision to endorse Museveni as the sole candidate.
And as a country, we must be mourning for the kind of decision that happened in Kyankwanzi and what is likely to happen, the consequences of that action.
However, opposition politicians say whereas the president has commenced early campaigns, there is no need to press the panic button. Yet there are fears that the opposition continues to pepper over cracks as bickering and nitpicking threatens their cohesion.
Fortunately, the disagreements are not ideological. They are basically on strategy. And once you have disagreements on strategy, it is very easy to harmonize them. We are having discussions with various stakeholders, and I want to assure you we are going to participate in the 2021 elections. And nobody should think that we are going to leave the field to Mr. Museveni and the NRM alone.
There is ambivalence in opposition ranks about fielding a single candidate. There are those who believe that a joint candidate will galvanize support, yet mutual suspicion has always often worked against such loose coalitions, as was the case in 2016 presidential election.
Personally, I have taken initiative to begin contacting the different actors with a view of coming together to have a joint candidate.
A moral choice to make as the opposition because we are not in a normal multi-party democracy.
This is not a matter of the FDC alone. It's actually a matter that should bring together the citizens of this country.
There are still efforts within the opposition to resolve factionalism and form a grand coalition ahead of the 2021 polls. But whether this will crystallize remains a test to overcome.
That in times of conflict, the truth is so valuable that it is guarded by a pack of lies.
The opposition also commented about the scheme by ruling party MPs to introduce a parliamentary system of electing the president.
It is some form of disenfranchisement.
Is the point of life presidency.
Barely 2 years before the polls, electioneering has commenced. The opposition, as usual, will face a skewed political landscape to compete against a party infused with the state, enjoys a financial war chest, and has cohesive instruments to wipe deserters into the correct line. Andrew Chamagero, NTV News.